Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever wished your home was just always warm? Like properly warm without noisy vents kicking on and off or those chilly spots near the windows?
Yeah, that feeling of consistent comfort.
Exactly. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something called hydronic radiant floor heating. It sounds kind of fancy, but it's a really smart way to heat your place. We found some interesting stuff, especially thinking about places like Vancouver.
It's fascinating, actually, because the core idea is so simple but really effective. It's just warm water flowing under your floorboards.
Warming the house from the ground up.
Exactly. Cozy feet, cozy room.
So, okay, what is this stuff really? Hydronic radiant floor heating. Break it down for us.
Sure. So imagine tiny pipes, like little hoses, running underneath your floor.
Okay.
Warm water flows through those pipes. That's basically it. There's usually a special boiler, a really efficient one, to heat the water.
Right. And
then a pump moves the water around through these pipes. Often they're made of something called PEEK, which is like a super durable plastic.
PEX pipes, got it. So the heat comes from the floor itself.
Yes. It's not blowing hot air around, which can feel kind of drying and uneven. This heat sort of radiates upwards gently.
Like sunshine warming the pavement, but inside.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. It warms the floor, and the floor warms everything else in the room, the furniture, everything. It gets rid of those cold spots people complain about with, regular heating.
This is where it gets really interesting for folks listening, maybe especially you're in Vancouver. Why is this system such a good fit there?
Well, think about Vancouver winters. They're not usually super, super cold, but they are damp, right? And long.
Damp.
Right. So this kind of heating, it's very steady. It keeps things consistently comfortable without big temperature swings. And that constant low-level warmth can actually help deal with that damp feeling inside.
Okay. Less chance of that clammy feeling.
Exactly. Plus, a lot of homes in Vancouver, especially newer ones, have those big open floor plans. That gentle, even heat just spreads out beautifully in spaces like that. And a really big point, it uses less energy.
Less energy means lower emissions, which fits with the city's goals, yeah.
Absolutely. It helps Vancouver push towards being greener. Using less energy to heat homes is, it's a big deal for sustainability.
Okay, so let's make this really practical. What does this mean for you listening at home? What are the big wins?
I'd say there are three main things that really stand out. First, like we said, energy efficiency. Your heating bills can actually go down.
How much are we talking?
Sources suggest potentially up to 30% less than older systems, which is pretty significant.
Okay, that's number one. What else?
Second, comfort. Just even consistent warmth. No chilly corners, no drafts making you shiver. Your whole house just feels nice.
I like the sound of that. And third?
It's quiet. Really quiet, like silent, no noisy furnace kicking on, no air blowing through vents, just peace and quiet warmth.
And there's more than just comfort and quiet, right? Our research pointed to some health stuff too.
Yeah, this is important. Because it doesn't blow air around so much, it doesn't kick up dust and allergens nearly as much as forced air systems.
So better for allergies. Or just breathing easier in general.
Definitely. Less dust floating around is always good. And, from a design angle, you don't see any heating parts.
Oh, right. No ugly vents or big radiators stuck on the wall.
Exactly. It frees up your walls and floors, gives you a much cleaner look, more freedom for decorating how you want.
Okay, so it sounds like a really smart choice for the long haul, even if it costs a bit more to put in at first.
Absolutely. The upfront cost, yes, it can be higher than some other systems, but these things are built tough.
How tough?
That PEX tubing we mentioned, it can last for like 50 years or even more. The whole system is really durable.
50 years?
Yeah. And those energy savings we talked about, they add up year after year after year. So it pays for itself over time, and it can definitely increase your home's value. It's a solid investment.
Makes sense.
If you want to dig into specifics for, say, the Vancouver area, you can find more details from places like Pacific Blue Mechanical. Their website is pacificbluemechanical.ca.
Wow. Okay, so let's recap. Warm floors, potentially lower bills, a quieter house, maybe even healthier air, plus you get that clean look, and it's better for the planet. That's pretty compelling.
It really makes you think differently about heating, doesn't it? Just the idea of steady, silent warmth that's kind of perfectly suited to your home. It's powerful. What part of that feels like the biggest change to you?
Lots to think about there, especially as the weather starts to turn cooler. Thanks for digging into this with us today.